Alright, so now that we're back in civilian attire again, let's go ahead and speak to the manager of suites to take on the level 79 main story quest entitled Reassuring the Masses. The manager of suites seems surprised to see you up and about. I'm sure he does. Oh, sir, you're awake. You were injured during your foray on Mount Gold, yes? I was here at my station as always when they carried you in on a makeshift stretcher, looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. And to compound my worry, the sky has... well, I'm sure you've seen. It has everyone rather concerned, to say the least. Seeing you up and about is the first good news we've had in a while, assuming you feel strong enough. Would you mayhap consider a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens? Bragi was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times since to inquire after your condition. Bragi it is. Never played it, wouldn't know. Yeah, never played it, so I wouldn't know there, Lou. Sorry. Hey there, Bragi.
Oh, whoa, look who's back from the dead. Aye, it was a grim sight. Your companions looked fair ready to drop when they brought you in, so I offered a helping hand. Couldn't see it bear to see them struggle so. And you, my friend, I feared you had one foot in the grave, cold and lifeless like you were a corpse that was somehow still breathing. Then they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor Exarch away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked white, what is this world coming to?
Wish I knew.
But moaning never solved a thing, did it? Nay, it's times like these that we Crystarium folks stand tall and do what needs to be done. Trade with your Moors back on the table. We'd best make use of those resources to fortify against the Sin Eaters, or whatever misery the fates deem fit to throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Chestmeal is worried sick about you. A healer wringing your hands is not a sight you ever wish to see, let me tell you.
Noted. So yeah, we'll make our way over there next. Yeah, I guess now we gotta know how everyone's faring in the middle of all this. I can only imagine what, if Tataru, Kryl, and Lise could see any of this, how they would all be thinking. What would all be on their minds. Yeah, it's also surprising to see Chesameal in an empty infirmary almost.
Oh, sweetie, you're alive! No one's been allowed to see you. Even Spagneric's Couragans were forbidden from making visits. Greenmore was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to Eater corruption, so I suppose there was little any of us could have done for you in any case. As for your companions, they've been rushing hither and yon seeking a cure to your condition. I worry to see their faces grow even more haggard every time they pass through the Crystarium. I shall let them know you're awake, and when they come to see you, sweetie, please do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they all collapse of exhaustion. And our own Moren has been little better, I'm afraid. He hasn't left the cabinet, too busy with his nose buried in one dusty tome or another.
Probably trying to figure stuff out. Yeah, knowing him. Knowing him, trying to figure out answers to questions. Alright, so back to the Cabinet of Curiosity then. Alright, let's go pay a visit. Yeah, run up those stairs, Shinji. We need to find our man. Hello.
Confound it. This is the same thing as the Lost. Mayhap I should approach the problem from a different perspective?
Yeah, hello there.
Shinji! It is truly you and not some figment of my imagination?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, but this is wonderful. 'Twould seem our prayers have been answered. Feeling otherwise hopeless, I've been scouring our shelves for the wisdom to explain this most worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the Light Wardens defeated, has the light returned to obscure the sky? I must have pored over 100 times, but no definitive conclusion seems forthcoming. So many questions are opposed to the Exarch, and thus I do feel his absence all the more keenly. Now that you're awake, however, I'm hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Cutlass meanwhile leaves the Crystarium in preparations for battle. Though against what foe, we are as yet uncertain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright would be a much welcome relief.
Of that there's no doubt in my mind. Let's go back to the crystalline mean. And then away we go over there. Hey there, Catless Everdeen. It's been a while.
Shinji, alive and well I see. You give us all a proper fright, you know that? Not a day's gone by that I haven't heard folk worrying about what's become of you or the Exarch.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
Anyway, I'm glad you've recovered enough to stand. You're not planning on striking out straight away though, are you? I was hoping to have a better look on your equipment. If we'd been able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helms, then maybe you would have won the day and the Exarch would still be here.
Oh, trust me, this was out of your control.
As such, we're keeping busy consulting each other and forging new techniques and designs and the like. If we could stand still a moment, I'd like to assess the gear we're trying to improve.
Well, you're just gonna find me in my street clothes there, Catless. I'm not armored here.
Aye, well, that's some fine work, I must admit. It wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we need to experiment with different patterns and materials, and I'm not sure we have that kind of time.
Oh, hello there. That sounds like a challenge that he would enjoy. Yeah. Hello there. It's been a while. Yeah, come on over.
Greetings, Glynod. The master of the stairs is running his own errands now, is he?
Aye, well, my servants are distraught enough as it is, and I didn't want to crack the whip too hard. But never mind that. I'm thinking our absent genius and his epiphanies are the perfect answer to this predicament of yours. And how is that?
And by genius you mean old Grenold? He is a man of unrivaled gifts, I won't argue with you there.
Who's this man?
But what good does this talent do us if we can't bloody find him? No one's seen hide nor hair of Grenold since he wandered off some years ago. You know what he's like once he latches onto an idea? He's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in his latest creation. I wouldn't even know where to start looking.
That does make things difficult. Still, if that eccentric is someone you're destined to meet, I wager he'll show you up soon enough. In my time at the bar, many of the tales that I've heard told of strangely fated encounters, even if a few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit. Yeah.
We'll keep our noses to the grindstone for the time being, but on the off chance you do encounter Grenold, you'd be wise to take advantage of his brilliance rather than wait on our slow and steady progress. This is all talk for when you're fully recovered, of course. I'll let you get back to convalescing, eh?
Yeah, if we were going to do that. Oh, before you do that, you're actually the reason I came over here in the first place. And why is that? I don't suggest partaking of my stock hunting you properly well, but if you're passing near the stairs, then I have a regular who's eager to meet you. Well, that does sound promising. I must be getting back. Just because the world's coming apart at the seams doesn't mean you have to follow suit now, does it?
Here, here. We can't forget the heart upon which this city was founded, or the Exarch might not have much of a home to return to.
Yeah, so who's waiting on us? We'll find out. Yeah, most likely in the very next quest. So yeah, I guess Catless will be giving us the next quest, so let's go ahead and take her level 79 main story quest entitled In His Garden. Catless looks at you with a concerned eye.
Shinji, are you alright? I think a return to your Cyprian might be in order. Or you may consider resting a while atop the watchtower next to the rookery. This damp old sky doesn't make for the most soothing scenery, but the Exarch often like to stand there and feel the wind upon his face.
Alright then. Also, who's offering psych... Oh, it would be Catless. I was about to say, who's offering a side quest? Yeah, I think they're asking us to go onto the bridge. Actually, no, it's not on the bridge. So yeah, I guess we can just jump into the rookery then. And there's also this thing that is... we could possibly find some way to get up there. But yeah, imagine the person is going to be up the stairs, which is probably why it's a good idea we're following this person. As now the yawns are starting to set in. Alright, arrive at the destination. See, it looks like we're all chilling out over here. So yeah, as we're forced to look at New Game Plus. Just keep doing what you're doing there, Lou. I enjoy what you're doing.
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that. They've not lost the will to fight.
Yeah. Arbor? Yeah, the things like Blue Reflection and the other games that you're playing aside from 14. Yeah, keep doing those. I'm enjoying them.
I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky. Knowing what it means to everyone. And that you're responsible.
Not helping. Yeah, you're not helping. Yeah, the secrecy is worth us. I'd rather people knew. I still can't believe it's coming from me or it's all such a mess. Yeah, let's go with the one in the middle.
Neither can I, to be honest. But you heard what the Ascian said. The light you shine will warp the world around you, whether you like it or not. Even your Stoller and Reen had to concede that point.
So how do we get rid of it for good?
You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out.
Unless... Yeah, tell me you have a plan.
But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet.
Oh, what's over there? What do we see?
I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm.
But was it exactly like this?
It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives.
So you actually suicided?
One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and... well... you know the rest.
Well, actually, yeah, we do. Yeah, because we saw it through the echo.
There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen. That we'd made one last mistake.
There was another one?
But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it?
More or less.
So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burned so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky.
And that they did.
No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive.
Well, it brings a smile on our face, at least. Put it there? A fist bump? Can I fist bump you?
Well, come on then.
Alright, alright. Oh, whoa. What's going on here?
As I thought. What happened between us was no coincidence.
Are you leaving us?
My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours. I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me.
What are you gonna tell us?
But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish.
Well, hopefully we can do it right.
For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
Thanks, Harbert.
Oh, I was worried you were up here all alone, brooding and fretting.
There you
and
are.
in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie.
Yeah. I'm surprised she didn't intervene at any time during what was happening to us back over after we fought Vothri. Yeah, I guess we didn't call on you again, did we?
Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours.
Please help me, my beautiful branch.
My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you?
I guess we have to give this some thought.
Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it, cut ties with the mortal world, hide away in the castle.
We were never good at hiding.
It won't fix the problem, but would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Ilmeg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them.
That's very tempting there, Feol, but I don't think we will.
What? Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion.
Oh, of course.
And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower?
Yeah, exactly. Help me, my beautiful branch.
My dear beloved sapling, you are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment, at this time, in this place.
Very well. Are we not closing our eyes? And we're just following you? I guess there's a reason.
Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow. See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue.
Yeah, we gotta think about this.
You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. But what will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
And so, away she goes. Yeah, we've got the determined face on. Gather information on the Exarch now. Alright. Then we shall do this. Alright, starting with Zem Janmai, who set us off on our way with our first tomorrow. Hey Zem.
Oh, I did not expect to see you on your feet so soon. Surely you have not come in search of an Amaro.
No, we have not. We wanted to ask you something.
What do I know of the Crystal Exarch? I am happy to share, but I fear there will be no surprising revelations. As any in the city could tell you, he is a man of wisdom and compassion and many untold secrets. But none can doubt his generosity. When the Crystarium was being constructed, he even allowed folk to plunder the tower for resources. He has imposed no restrictions upon us but one. No one, except the Exarch, is permitted to dwell within the spire. Many seasons passed. A comrade of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch merely smiled and said, "Because one day the Crystal Tower may vanish as suddenly as it arrived."
As suddenly as it arrived, huh? Alright, looks like the crystalline mean is next. Hopefully. Of course, we know the way this place is laid out. Crystalline mean can really mean the Cabinet of Curiosity and vice versa. Which is why we're probably meant to be going to the Amaro launch in actuality. Yeah, these things just fake you out so much. Right, over to the launch point. Who is here we can speak to? Are they down the stairs? Or are they over here? Oh, it's Gassard, who escorted us to Amarang.
Shinji, it is good to see you awake and alert, my friend.
Well, glad to be awake.
What's this about? You're not writing the Exarch's memoirs, are you? I'm not sure how much I can tell you, considering you avoid asking too many questions. Unspoken rule and all that.
If anyone has fresh insights to share, then that'll be Captain Lena, I'd say. She lost her parents to an ether attack no long after she was born, and the Exarch saw to her upbringing. Outward appearances aside, those two are like grandfather and granddaughter. I imagine the news of his predicament hit her doubly hard. Not that a proud captain would ever let it show. If you do decide to talk to Lena, she'll be at her usual post at the Extensor Gate. Alright, and then this is in the Cabinet of Curiosity for this last part. So let's go over there. I guess we gotta go upstairs for this one. Given how small the cabinet is, that should not come as much of a surprise. Oh, just come back to Moran, okay.
Oh, was there something else you needed? If you've come through results of my research into this persistent light, I'm afraid there's little to tell us of yet.
Why should we need to speak to you about something else entirely?
Records pertaining to the Exarch? Well, I need no documentation to relay what little I know of his history if that is what interests you.
Less than a decade had passed since the coming of the Flood when the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence. Its summoner, the Exarch himself, became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon thereafter. He welcomed all who sought out the spire, be they locals who had lost their homes or Vermitites who fleeing their ruined kingdom, and together did they found the city which will become the Crystarium. Some thought to call him king, though he refused to share his name, but the summoner did not deem himself worthy of a royal address. Thus did the people consider his scintillating skin, so like to the tower he had summoned, and bestowed upon him the title of Crystal Exarch. As for his true name, well, it would seem that is a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. So much so that not even Shinji knows. Alright, so, we gotta go out of town. Yeah, we gotta find the captain to finish this particular quest. Yeah, I need some water. I have not been drinking any in a while. And my throat definitely needs it. Alright. Let's reunite with Captain. And she's gonna be chilling out on the top. Or, nope, she's over here actually. Hey there, Captain. It's been a while.
Shinji, I was not told you had awoken.
Well, I'm up on my feet.
A welcome surprise. Now if only the Exarch was returned to us. He was taken by this rival of yours, was he not? Your companions mentioned him that they had an idea of where to find him. And so I bristled when they asked for patience. I did not understand the hesitation until I saw that you had fallen. Only then did I realize I had no business rushing ahead. Even so, the delay has been no less agonizing. In the moments before he left to join you in Colusia, the Exarch entrusted me with a key. It opens the door in the ocular to a chamber known as the Umbilicus. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. This room is the heart of the tower in which only the Exarch himself is permitted to enter.
But I guess it's now given to us?
He bid me allow none into the tower once he had departed. Only in the event that an army of eaters descended upon the city was I to access the Umbilicus and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions, but the battle of Vothri loomed near, and at the time I accepted the key without much thought.
So I guess you're giving it to us?
Since then, however, that moment is all that occupies my mind. When I recall the look upon his face, he knew that some terrible fate awaited him.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling it now.
Tell me, Shinji, I need to know what he feared. What battle you and your companions are truly fighting?
Like, I wish I could tell you. But it's between him and us.
Forgive me, I trust in the Exarch and I should not be voicing these thoughts when he is not here to respond to them personally. But you have come to me with a question of your own, have you not?
Yeah, this is what we need to know.
I see I'm not the only one who bounds for answers. The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of eaters, I suspect the city will be in far more danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek.
I guess. And so we'll take our experience in Gil and see how this is going to unfold. Hey there, Mira. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. And Lagos, it's been a while since we've seen you. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. So let's go and speak with Lena for our next Level 79 main story quest entitled The Unbroken Thread. Lena urges you to follow her.
Come, meet me in the ocular and I will unlock the door within.
Alright. Oh, you got to the 79? We just finished it. Yeah, if you're about to do the 79, we just finished it, so now we're moving on to what happens after the fact. Yeah, I don't know even bother using the Aetherite. We can just run over here, because yeah, it seems no matter what I do, I cannot select the Aetherite and just instead select a whole bunch of random people. Yeah, in other words, her server is in our data center. So I don't know, Shima, would you be willing to help her out if you got Rie far enough? Alright, let's speak with him. Master Shinji, the captain said to expect you. Indeed she did. So let's head on back inside. Captain?
I have unlocked the door to the Umbilicus. You are free to enter.
Thank you.
Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
You sure you don't want to join me? Considering how much is at stake? Yeah, in we go! So yeah, it turns out the Umbilicus is a library. Or just a collection of books. And also that thing in the middle, which is probably how he used all of us. Or how he warped all of us over. Oh, well, good luck there, Mira. He was with Oriange? Oh, I guess he was talking to him once he pulled him over.
To collect my thoughts, I prithee.
Yeah, I guess this is when he brought Oriange over.
Thy true name is Grahatia, then?
So yeah, this guy is who we helped out over the duration of the Crystal Tower experience in A Realm Reborn. And so Shinji's now getting to know who he really is for the first time.
By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star. Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
I wouldn't necessarily call that subtle, what he did.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
Yeah, he's got a headache.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Yeah, good luck with
Certainly.
that. Oh, he actually opens up to you.
But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest.
Oh, we know who he
In hopes
is.
of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes, and thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice.
Which you definitely did.
But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope, we are finished. Mankind is finished."
Oh, we heard those words before. Yeah,
then
from Emmett.
others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Cid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th Umbral Calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Cid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the source.
That's pretty crazy.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century.
Wow.
But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only man who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
Yeah, headache again.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. That thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous. Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
Yeah, I would think so.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Cid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was him. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread.
Oh, really?
Where others would stumble and fall, he would rise above. Where others would break and run, he would carry on. The warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were his deeds joyously retold.
The way he's going about this, you would think this was the last expansion ever.
For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the warrior of light himself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. He was the lodestar that brought them all together to send their final message back through time and space to him. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Yeah, but now that you're out of the picture... Yeah, it's up to us now. And headache again.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
Yeah.
That you will be my accomplice?
Oh, he's been an accomplice on more than one occasion, believe me.
'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood, and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
Yeah, what price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die.
Yeah, what he tried to do but failed, unfortunately.
Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity, and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the rift.
Yeah, jumping the gun too early, sorry.
Is this truly thy wish?
Oh, clearly.
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would. And I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course. I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
Yeah, but we still need to make sure that more does not occur. And so yeah, after a prolonged experience with the Echo... Hey, Ardbert. Yeah, I'll fist bump again with you, sure.
If you lose control again, the Light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do?
What do you think we're gonna do? Gotta finish what we started here. I will hunt down Emma Salk. I mean to rescue the Exarch. I mean to have a few words with them both. Yeah, we want to do the rescue. Hey Jess, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
We should be on our way. Diassian mentioned the Tempest, did he not?
He did.
That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere. Hidden beneath the waves.
So we finally get to go out towards that one island I've been saying, like, we're gonna go there at some point. And so it looks like we finally are. Yeah. And the doors are closed on this chapter. Hey there, Lena. We're back.
Did you find the answers you sought? If there is nothing more you need, I will go and lock the door.
Yeah. I need some directions, or I have questions about the Tempest.
The Tempest? That is the name given to the seas in which Bocalucia is bound. If you make a wild quest to the Tamers, they'll provide you with an armada to fly over you over the waters, but...
Yeah.
Do you mean to leave right this moment? Alone? I am not sure that... Nay, I will not seek to stop you. Go out with the blessings of the Shadow, and I shall await your safe return.
Are we just gonna go now? Alright, I guess that means we go to the launch. Yeah, we've been at this for a while now. Yeah. Hey, Jess. Someone with a name similar to yours. Hey there, Tamer.
You require an armada? Just a moment and I shall saddle our swiftest beast to fly you to the island. The open water! To the depths of the Tempest? Our armada can swim, yes, but to reach the ocean floor?
Yeah, so we're just heading straight away, apparently. Can you help us out, man? Oh. Come on, Shinji, hold it together.
Ah, we have found thee.
And also, hey, Oriange. And everyone else.
Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste.
Yeah, glad you could make it.
Ah. By thy looks, I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Hiding stuff on us again.
Oriange has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
I offer no excuses. When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare.
Yeah, you seem to do that a lot, Oriange.
Yet it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not?
Absolutely.
If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
Like, I'm not your master, Oriange. Yeah, I'm a danger on those to me, but yeah. Can we stop with this two-facing?
Pray believe me when I say that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee. Indeed, I curse the circumstances which compelled me to do so. But no further secrets lie between us, I swear it.
I'll hold you to it.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea.
Why not, Reen? I mean, we gotta do something.
Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Oriange.
Oh, that.
What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again. Please, you must stay here. At least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
Yeah, but if we keep waiting, then we might not be able to save anyone.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Yeah, I mean, how can we can't just stand around and do nothing.
Alize, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
Yeah.
Of course I know! I know only too well!
Please don't punch your brother.
But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple. We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed.
So keep trying.
I am not about to stand in his way now. Not after failing him in his hour of need. No! The least we can do is...
Be at my side as you always are. Yeah, come on, Odyssey, hold it together.
We will go with you as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it any
There is
other
naught
way.
to be gained by standing still.
Exactly.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
Are we all in agreement then?
Yeah, come on, we gotta do this.
Is there aught we can do to help?
I was wondering why we've been having this conversation in front of one of these guys. Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Though we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight.
That we are.
And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
Oh, really? Yeah, we're like,
You
what?
told them.
No. Well, not in so many words.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
Yeah, I guess our secret's been leaked. But then again, this quest has been all about
From the
leaking
moment
secrets.
I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions. Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive. And I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, it was clear it was no ordinary visitor. That spring in his step spoke volumes. I could feel his excitement.
Yeah, he probably felt that for the rest of us, too.
Eat him! That's right!
Yeah, everyone's responding as well to the same way. Yeah, now that we've been outed.
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless.
You're welcome.
So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
I don't know.
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O Warrior of Darkness?
Yeah, what are we gonna try and tell them? Defend the Crystarium until we return. Leave it to us and we'll see the Exarch come safe and sound. Hope for the best but prepare for the worst. Well, we'll do our part. You do yours. Yeah, we'll do our part, but you gotta do yours. I mean, if all this experience has given you guys any indication, it's definitely that you are prepared for anything. And now we have the regular music playing again. Good. Let's speak with Oriange to complete this quest. Thou didst plan to commandeer an armado for thy journey to the open sea. I fear the following dive down onto Emmet's underwater abode will trade even thy legendary stamina. Thus, during thy convalescence, we considered the most efficacious method for reaching the depths of the Tempest, and I believe we have arrived at an elegant solution. Yet ere we discuss this step, I suggest thou conclude such pressing business as remains to the Crystarium. Once the sea closes above our heads, we are unlikely to surface again until our grand deed is done. Yeah, it's because of that we're going to have to make this journey tomorrow. And now there are more new side quests. Yeah, so before we can even contemplate going to do the level 80 mandatory side quest back over in Gate Town. We'll still have to do all these quests too, but I'm going to make it a point off camera in the morning when I wake up to go and get a leveling roulette done so that Shinji is at level 80 and that he is all ready to go.